7.365, 368, somewhere there. I think he told me, right? That they couldn't find the cancer because I needed to find out what it is that happened. 7.35, 7.365, I think it was. Yes. Okay. Now, arthritis. All manner of different things that people are sick with, and I just say, doctor, normally I will go into certain things that maybe cause arthritis and whatever, but you already know, so I can keep moving on with this thing. 10 months later, so now we are December of 2010, so perhaps they made an error. Perhaps they didn't see nothing. So I get a call, we need to see you again. Dr. Carver is fascinated about my case. Somehow my case becomes fascinating to the doctors. They have an interest. We would like you to come in. Again, we want to do biopsy. I said, for what, doctor? I'm healthy. I'm feeling good. I preach. I run up and down and whatever the case may be. Several other calls came in. Lo and behold, I decided to go. So I went in beginning of October. And when, again, he says to me that your prostate is nice and smooth, I have no clue what it means by nice and smooth, because until then I didn't get a diagram of when it's smooth, what it means, and when it's rough and whatever the case may be. But that's what he says. Right? I says, what do you mean? He said, well, hey, put it this way. It's like a young man's prostate. Okay? He said, wow, that is good news. Then he asked the most important question. Do you really want to help people? And he had another doctor there with me, and he's asking me the same question. I said, yes. Will you please, could you donate your tissues and your fluids and everything that they have already? And you know, the blood test when I first came in, now that I'm healed, everything, because they want to do scientific research. He asked me over and over, what did I eat? Did I went to any herbalist? And I think another word he used, if I went to see anyone that gave me any type of remedies and everything, did they put me on any special diet? What did I? And everything he asked, Lviv, 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 Lviv. This is all. He said, well, we need to know for certainty that what this drink have contained in it. We want to see first ourselves what contribution they believe it make towards my healing. As a matter of fact, when he asked me about my testimony and what I did, he says, I know, he cut me short before I answered him. He said, I know you're going to say Jesus heal you. So I understand your Jesus heal you, but aside from your Jesus, I want to know what you eat. That's what he keeps saying, because they all know my mouth when I get there is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. So he says to me, he knows I'm going to answer that is Jesus, but he needs a little more than the Jesus answer. That's what he wants on it. And then he asked me to sign this document. Have you heard of the Sloan Kettering Cancer Center?
Oh, yeah. I heard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He asked me to sign this document. You can see it. This is, if you're familiar with these things, I don't know if you are, this is giving the hospital permission. With no money, that's donated. Right? For, look at here. Yeah? The research. When you read the whole document, and you see what the document is to understand that if you think I was happy when I left the office, donating my tissues to the doctors for free, wait until I get home and I call one of my brothers and the family and I says to them, are you stupid? Are you crazy? You can get millions of dollars. Don't sign anything. What are you crazy? And then my eldest brother started, I told you the guy is stupid. He gonna make $5 million by donating it. He gave them for free and this and that and whatever the case may be. But for me, all I want to know, if there's any possibility they can help someone because people are sick
Right.
2 out of 3 people are sick in the world today. Everywhere the diabetes is, the arthritis, over and over as you travel throughout the world. The World Health Association is reaching to the point they just don't know what to do again. In the Pacific Islands, in the Fuji Islands, 15% of the population live beyond the age of 50 years of age. Right now, the United Nations had the meeting. It was focused on health. We only heard in the media about the Palestinians and the Israelis with the disturbance. But they were focused on health, and the Fuji people, the people from the Fuji Islands, it was focused on the Pacific Islands, how bad the situation is.
Health.
The World Health Association already declared over 175 million people died from diabetes this year already.
Or last year.
Last year,
Yeah.
of 2011. And they are predicting that if nothing is done to stop it, by the year 2030, 366 million people will die from diabetes in the world. Just from diabetes only. Diabetes responsible for the death. Nothing else. No high blood pressure, no cancer, nothing. Just that only. That's a staggering number.
It is.
Very, very, very staggering number. So today what my mission is, as I'm in the ministry of healing and deliverance, is to acquaint myself with people who have compassion for people, who really wants to help people. Understanding, wait a second, Jesus is standing here. He has a problem. If I send those people home, they will faint.
That's right.
His own words. Nobody give an opinion. If I send them home, they will faint.
Yeah.
Now he's Jesus. He could speak the word divinely, and the stomach could be filled.
Immediately, he could have, yeah.
If he wanted to.
That's right.
But he wanted to demonstrate to us that we played a role in our solving situation that the world had. The 5,000 as a metaphor, it could represent the world of all its problems. And the little boy could represent me, it could represent you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when we preach the feeding of the multitude, we forget the little boy with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. We forget that, wait a second, how did they know he had 5 loaves and 2 fishes in the bag? Somebody already maybe went through the crowd and nobody had nothing and investigated. Wait a second, you got this? I need it. You can't go nowhere. And he can say, no way, I'm holding on this for my mama.
Yeah.
I gotta go home, I will be in trouble.
He might have said that too.
Right, he may have. But he gave it to the Lord.
Yeah,
So he took something what he had, what we have. So today, that story is telling me that we have something that can help the multitude of problems that we have today. If we leave it alone, they will faint, they will die. Is to reach out and help people, to have compassion. And the greatest thing in living in the 21st century, when you help people with this particular drink, the company that makes the drink, the greatest thing that we can ever think of, the reward is great. They compensate us. When they get your money, only you have to know if you want to be, you're supposed to be a good steward of God's money.
That's right.
Be a good steward. Use it for His honor and glory. But you will be highly compensated for this year. This is the Lviv. This is the drink was instrumental. And I'm speaking to you today, 1 year later. I'm standing up to you. A year ago, I could not get up, but I sit without getting help
Right.
because of the pain with the cancer. I need help to get up. When I'm around here, I will try to do everything I can think of before I can sit down. Because when I sit down, I know it's a challenge to get up, yes. Even going to bed, do everything. When I'm ready to go to bed, I know for a fact I really don't want to get up, like I forgot something and I have to get up to go for it. You have to keep thinking. Your brains are working overtime to get it. So much people are getting help. We just had a person in Trinidad. He's on his 3rd